Hey guys, what's up? I'm CJ and welcome back to my galaxy. Today we're discussing the miraculous Ladybug and Cat Noir movie. It's not exactly my immediate reaction because I watched this about like a week ago almost, so it's not like immediate, but I needed some time to calm down over what I just watched. This movie is like the best of the worst movies I've ever watched. I think we all know that the Miraculous series is probably not the best quality it could be, but we all kind of just accept it because of the love square. You know, we're all obsessed with it anyway, right? Right? At least that's what I'm like. I think it's important to note the actual plot line of this movie being it's literally just their origin story. And I think the way it's laid out, it's kind of like the series that we've watched for the past 8-10 years, close to a decade at the very least. I don't know, I can't remember how long it's been going for. I've been watching it for 8 years, right? Since I was like 12. I think the series is kind of like the in-between that we don't really get in depth for. You need to watch this movie. This movie is something you can't watch on its own. You need to be able to understand the context from the series, because they skim over that context in the middle of the movie so they can get to the climax faster. The movie was way too short to be able to do what they wanted to do. I hate long movies, but I keep saying this. I said for the Barbie movie last week that it needed to be longer, but I never asked for that. And I feel like people are making movies shorter again when they don't need to be doing that. Like, we're used to long movies. You can't go in depth. You need, or at least you need to be a little less ambitious with the plot. If you're gonna put so much in there, you need to make the movie longer or be less ambitious. And this movie kind of needed to be a little less ambitious. Because I know they left it on a cliffhanger, like there's supposed to be a sequel. I think a lot of it, there was a reveal in this movie. I'll get to that in a minute. The reveal could have been in the second movie if there's gonna be a sequel. It would have been a better build-up. And now it doesn't really make sense to not have a reveal in the second one now that they know each other. Like, the whole premise of the show is that they don't know who each other's identities, Ladybug and Cat Noir, right? So it's like, it's a whole thing now if they're gonna make a sequel. Not to mention, Gabriel Gress did not react the same way in the series in the movie to when he found out Adrian is Cat Noir. Like, in the movie, he's like, my son! Oh no, I've been attacking my son this entire time. And then the series, you know, we all know Chat Blanc, right? Across Paris. He hits him across Paris. He's like, screw you, Adrian. I'm trying to get your mother to be alive again. It's a drastic difference there. So that was probably the craziest and most unrealistic part of the movie. With the plot, right, back with how you need context for the series, I feel like in the middle is when the episodes in the series are supposed to be. You know, we have everything in between and the movie doesn't show everything in between, and that's why I think you really can't watch it without knowing, or at least watching the series. It's a huge fan service, but at the same time not for all the fans, because we mostly get Lady Noir and not much of Ladrian, Marichat, and Adrianette, because there's 4 of them. It's a love square. It's crazy. And before I go any further, I think it's a good time to tell you all what shipper I was. I used to be the Marichat shipper until the incident. You all know what I'm talking about. You know what the incident is. But now I'm a Lady Noir all the way shipper. Don't get in the way of my Lady Noir shipping. Because if something happens to them in the same way it happened to Marichat, it's over for Thomas Allstrack. I'm telling you. I'll find you, Thomas Awestruck. I feel like the animation for this movie it's giving kind of like the uncanny, because I feel like the animation, whilst it looked phenomenal, it just felt wrong for some of the characters. It felt a little weird for Gabriel Agreste, and it felt weird for Marinette's dad. I don't remember his name, but did I say Gabriel's dad? Marinette's dad. Marinette's dad had such small eyes. It felt weird. Why did he look like that? It was very weird. It worked so well for Marinette and Adrian. They probably put more time into their character models, to be honest, because you know they're the main characters. Didn't really make sense for Alia, but I do like that you can tell that Alia is a 14-year-old who just learned how to dye her hair, because her hair looks so messy, but in like the 14-year-old kind of way. You know, you've dyed your hair for the first time, tried to go for ombre, didn't work out. We've all been through it. We've all been through it. And that's exactly how she looks. I'm pretty sure her character model looks the same in the series, but I just had to say that. They're brilliant. I love that. They didn't go too in depth into Alia and Nino. Their relationship is so cute in the series. Yeah, it's 14-year-old cringe, but it's so cute. It's like the cute kind of 14-year-old cringe. Like, you don't hate them. You don't want them to break up. You just see them and like, yeah, they'll last. Now with the Kwamis and the Miraculouses and Master Fu, that sort of thing, I liked that Master Fu was like, oh, don't fight to Tiki and Plag. Don't fight like you usually do. You need to work together. And then they go flying off, find the miraculous holders, Marinette and Adrian. And then Marinette and Adrian as Ladybug and Cat Noir, they immediately start fighting. I like their connection to their Kwamis in that way, that they will fight even though they're supposed to work together. They have to learn to work together. I think that was such a cute little parallel thing, that's how they work. I just find it so cute that they're fighting. I love the Lady Noir angst, the bickering, the banter. They're brilliant. That's why I'm a Lady Noir shipper now. That's why I used to be a Marishat shipper, because the banter, you know. You guys get what I mean. I love the cute little 14-year-old banter and bickering like they're an old couple. That's what makes the love square so cute. Now, the musical element of the movie. The musical element. I loved that it was included, that it was a musical. But they needed to find people that didn't cause such a, what is the word I'm looking for? That didn't bring me out of the world so quickly when I heard the difference between Marinette's voice and her singing voice, because that was a crazy difference. That was unnecessary. They should have just recast the singing voice or I feel like, because the Christmas special singing in the series was kind of crazy, really bad, but I feel like they could have auto-tuned the voice actor of Marinette, the original one, because it would have been so much better to just cast a voice actor for the singing that is so completely different to the original voice. That was completely jarring, to say the least. I loved the Lady Noir song of them being together, Adrian essentially Cat Noir asking Ladybug to be his girlfriend or something. I don't remember exactly what he said, to go on a date. I don't know what happened, but I was paying attention too much to the song because I was like, oh, this is beautiful. It's perfection. I love them so much. So I wasn't really paying attention to the whole thing. Lady Noir, man. But also, Adrian's song about Ladybug. Oh, and when he first falls in love with Guys, I'm overwhelmed. It has been a week. It was so cute. I think the songs were very well written. If the voice actors weren't great, because they weren't, I think that the songs were very well placed although there was a lot of it, I think they probably could have done a lot less singing, or make it all, the entirety of it, singing, because they lost a lot of depth in the characters and their relationships. They skimmed over it in like essentially a montage of basically being like, oh, they've Adrian and Marinette have fallen in love, but they haven't just met. It's not like they've just met sort of thing. They did develop a friendship over time, that they did get to know each other. It wasn't like one of those love at first sight kind of was, but they did develop a friendship over time. They definitely didn't have a lot of Ladrian, or what was the other one, Adrianette, or Marishat. You know what? At the end of the day, I only got one of the love square points, and that was Lady Noir. They didn't really have Adrianette. I know a lot of people are complaining about that one. And Marishat chippers are like, we got one sequence where Marinette was trying to help Adrian not be murdered by his dad at the end, during the climax. And they were really going for Lady Noir shippers there. Definitely. And at the end of the day, I feel like when it comes to the series itself, I feel like they definitely are going to go back to Lady Noir for the reveal in the series, because that's just, seeing this movie, to me, that's what makes sense. You know, at the moment with the series, and if you haven't seen the latest one, I think it's season 5. I haven't seen all of the season 5 episodes yet, but I've seen like the good majority of the episodes, right? I think where we're at the moment is Adrianette, and we've been through Marishat and Ladrian and how neither of them can really work, and the reason why, we all know what the incident was. We know that they're not possible. We know we have to like dial it back a little bit. We're not crazy, most of us. No, actually no, the fandom is completely insane, but like a good kind of insane. It can't, because I think we're so far away from the reveal still, because I'm pretty sure Thomas Ostruck is supposed to be doing a couple more seasons. It's not ending, it's like ending with the next season, not the next season, maybe the season after. How many seasons are there supposed to be? 7, 8? I don't remember. He announced it at some point how many seasons he was planning. I don't remember what it was, but there's gonna be a lot of seasons yet, and we're sitting at Adrianette, and there's been some issues with Adrianette. You know, it's not really working in their favor. You know, when they first got together, they gave up their miraculouses, and they're kind of together now with their miraculouses at the same time with their identities, but there's issues, you know. It's not like they're not working together perfectly because they don't know each other's identities. It's going to end with Lady Noir. That's my prediction. Everyone write it down, come back to this video and be like, oh, CJ, you were correct, when the reveal happens in the series. Now, from my predictions from the series reveal, let's go to the movie reveal, because I have been waiting 8 years for this. 8 years for them to do that, just for them to cut it off before they kissed. How dare you, Thomas Ostruck? I'm gonna find you. The reveal was everything I could have hoped for, and that was the best part of the movie. I think we all know it was the best part of the movie, obviously. What else could we have asked for? A Lady Noir reveal and an Adrianette reveal? We kind of got the both of them, to be honest. If you really think about it, we got both Lady Noir and an Adrianette reveal at the same time. You know, you guys know what I mean. It was beautiful, that reveal. I almost cried, almost, because I'm not an emotional person. That's such a weird thing to say. I'm sorry. I don't cry for movies at all. I just don't get that emotional. My sister, however, stood on the lounge screaming, because she's been waiting for 8 years as well. So, and I mean, like, she was standing on a chair screaming at the TV. It was crazy. We were going crazy. We were screaming. She was crying. It was the best thing, but I can't believe they cut off the kiss. Why would you do that? I don't think I have anything else to say for the reveal other than it was utter perfection. Look, at the end of the day, this movie was not the best, but it was definitely a fan service, and I am gullible and I am easily manipulated, and I agree with the fan service. So I'm not arguing. I will watch that movie again, over and over and over again. I will never not be watching that movie. Mark my words. Anyway, that was my immediate reaction to the movie. It was kind of tame compared to how I was reacting last week, but I think that's a good thing. In my mind, I'm going crazy. I'm trying to keep myself calm. But if you did like this video, please like, subscribe, comment down below what your favorite part of the movie was, because mine was definitely the reveal, and I am half expecting the entire comment section to just be, it was the reveal for me too. That was my favorite part. I want to know who you ship out of the love square. Are you Mary Shat? Are you Lady Noir? Did you change from Mary Shat to the Lady Noir like I did during the incident? I want to know, so let me know down in the comments below. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this video, but I have been CJ. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!